So today I decided to become the president in Stickman RPG. This is undoubtedly one of the best Flash games I have ever played, and nothing really compares to hearing that music booting the game up once again. Before we start the run though, we're going to set the game to unlimited and also get at least 999 of each stat. I'm going to be honest, I'm not sure why we need to do this, but the world record holder did it, so I'm just copying him. Once we do that though, we're immediately going to go to the bank and take out a $1,000 loan because everyone knows it's easier to become a president if you're a millionaire. For those of you who passed the 3rd grade, you might be wondering, $1,000 isn't quite a million, and you'd be right, so we're going to change that. How are you going to change that, I hear you ask? Well, let me introduce you to a little something I like to call gambling. Now, you may not know, but I'm somewhat of a professional gambler, and I use my expertise in this game and win 3 hands of blackjack to go all the way from $1,100 up to $8,800. But even I know that you can only get so lucky, so I decided to call it quits about there. I decided to go to the corner store across the street and get a pack of smokes for this homeless man sitting on the end of the street. He says he gives me a skateboard if I do, so we trade. The skateboard allows me to move around like 10 times quicker, so it's definitely a worthwhile trade for me. Once we do that, we pay off our loan and immediately deposit the rest of my money into our bank. But Tech, you don't even have $8,000. How are you gonna get $1 million? Well, loyal viewer, let me tell you. By you guys hitting that like and subscribe button. No, I'm just kidding. But you should definitely consider it though. This is where we employ the main strategy of the game. Compound interest. Compound interest is just getting free money basically. You put money into the bank account and they give you free money each day. It's pretty cool. So with that, we're just gonna go home and sleep for 103 days. Yeah, this goes on for like just under 2 minutes. Now that we've decided to sleep for a third of the year, let's see how our bank account's doing.
Nice.
Man, I wish it worked like this in real life. With the new money we've just acquired, we're going to buy a way better house. This mansion, actually. We need to buy a new house because all the fancy new furniture we want to buy isn't going to fit in our apartment. Speaking of furniture, we're then going to head over to the furniture shop because sleeping on the floor just isn't fun. After buying out nearly their whole store, I decide what better way to test out the new furniture than to sleep in it for 668 days straight. Now you might be wondering why the heck I would sleep for 2 years straight. Well, let me tell you. The new furniture we bought gives us extra stat bonuses every time we sleep. And surprisingly enough, in this game at least, to become president, you have to have a very high intelligence and charisma level. Thankfully, our furniture boosts not only those, but also our health stat. I'm really not sure how sleeping makes me more charismatic and smart, but hey, I'm not going to question it. Once we wake up from our 2-year slumber, we decide it's a good idea to use our newfound intelligence and charisma to work our way up the career ladder. Yeah, I somehow managed to go from janitor to CEO of this company in less than a day. I don't know what was in that mattress I bought, but boy is it good. Once we conquer the career ladder, we decide, what better than to buy a frickin' castle, like the king we are, and we sit on our throne. Now that we're insanely wealthy and popular, we get a lot of messages from a lot of unimportant people. So the next thing we do is erase all of our messages. Although one of those messages was from the United Nations and they want me to become the president. So for the sake of the speedrun, I pay $200,000 and run a campaign. Lucky for me, it works and I am now the president of Stick. And with that, the whole speedrun's over. That's really it. I did it all in 15 minutes and 13 seconds. Looking at the leaderboards, I'm 5th in the world. I mean, it is out of like 7 people, but hey, 5th in the world ain't bad. I know this video is going to be a bit on the shorter side, but I hope you enjoyed it nonetheless. Thank you for watching. Like and subscribe if you enjoyed. And the grind never stops.